Hi, welcome to. Oh, they can see you.
Oh.
Welcome to our video cast. We will be behaving, not using bad words.
Hogwash.
I am HOWDOG.
Hi.
And this is Shadow Walker Stink.
Whatever, you horrible man.
And she is drawing right now, and I will be drawing soon and taking over the computer screen.
See what I have to put up with? This is why I don't get anything done. You hussy.
She's not hitting me right now because she's on. Yeah, that's not a real hit. You should see it when she actually hits me.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness. This is what you're going to be dealing with. This is why we don't do it very often.
Okay, I'm figuring out how to use Google.
Are you serious? It's like
computers.
It's like,
which one?
On the left hand side.
This one. Wait, no, that's not it. Wait, I think. Are we just? Oh Jesus! Hold on.
You
screen share.
Yes, there.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna share this.
What you're gonna be? There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Jeez. So
the computers.
Today, we're gonna be drawing pictures of hogs all day.
Are you drawing hogs?
No.
I thought you're drawing computers.
Computers?
Computers.
Your butt.
Whatever.
I'm gonna scratch you. Ow! See, she did it.
No, they didn't. They have no proof. You just go, ow.
Why did you do that?
What? Are you serious? You're just belching?
I have to get.
Oh my goodness.
Reacquainted with my.
Your hog belch.
No.
Yes.
I can't.
You can't.
I hope this is broadcasting the correct screen.
Yeah. It's.
Oh. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring this out. Okay.
This is your who brain.
Amber thinks that I'm a homunculus.
You used my name.
And
Oh. Howard. No.
All right.
It's fine.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Walker Stink is Ow! All right, hang on. Oh, see, this is being difficult right now.
You're being difficult right now.
Your mama, your daddy. Oh.
Watch it, sir.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Jesus.
Okay.
What?
This is why Bows doesn't play with us anymore.
Look. He has his own life to maintain.
He has his own things to do.
And he has been working at Universal Studios.
By being childcare today? Is that it?
He is at Universal Studios, and he's working in the John Leguizamo animation department. So that John Leguizamo can be animated.
Yeah. Wasn't he going to feed himself to, like, King Kong, or was that you trying to tell him to do so? I'm
saying it was the quickest way out.
Yeah, but they don't have the animatronic one anymore.
The animatronic John Leguizamo?
Yeah. It burnt down, I told you. Everything burns down over there. Idiot.
Yeah. So what I'm drawing is what I like to call a Bucci.
A Bucci baby?
A Bucci baby, which are budgies.
Are called?
And we call them Bucci babies because that is the scientific term for parakeets.
Yes.
Parakeet is actually a slang term for
Booch.
For booches. It started on the streets of Harlem.
Oh my god.
And
oh,
they're like, "Hey, who wants some parakeets?" And everyone's like, "Man, I like the ring of that." Like, what are parakeets? And they're like, "Oh, it's just boochie babies. It's just what we call them."
Yeah, sure.
So, this is like, Jesus. It's running a little slaggy, actually.
Is that the problem? Is that your excuse?
Yeah.
That.
Do not pick on me.
I will pick on you, sir.
Well, see, it's a little laggy. Like,
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
if you draw slowly, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, you have a laptop, so it's like, what are you gonna do?
It could be because this is broadcasting. I don't know.
It could be that too. I had some problems, and then what? Oh,
Yes.
you have the newest Photoshop, right?
No, it's not. You see, the newest Photoshop is CC.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Remember when we had that problem before, and it was laggy, and it was doing all that when I had the Cintiq?
Yeah.
And I had told you if you got an older version, it wasn't lagging for some reason.
Huh.
Remember when I had the little boop, boop, boop lines out of nowhere, and I had to go back and erase it?
That was more of a Cintiq issue, though, I think. Cintiq
just
and
Cintiq?
Photoshop, yeah.
Well,
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that
you're a hog. Yeah.
I don't judge all birds by the actions of one bird.
Oh, yes, you do. You have the bazooka you cancel.
Yeah. So we have two birds here, and one is named Pazuki.
After the sweet treat.
After the sweet treat, and because it's a name from the Bible. And we have another parakeet named Porky.
Yes.
And he's kind of the baby.
Yeah.
And he is exceptionally smart. He What?
Oh, yes, so terribly smart, that chicken.
He is a very bright bird. That
like his papa.
What are you trying to say? But
whatever.
He's a very bright bird. I actually had a professor from Yale show up at our doorstep here, and he was saying, "I heard there's this bird here of intelligence," and I'm like, "It's gonna cost you, buddy. It's gonna cost you to get in." And he left because he didn't have the $5 I asked to see Porky.
Oh, this is horrible.
It's the truth, and sometimes
it is
it's
your hog lies.
They're fibs.
You're full of fibs. That's all you do.
And no, I don't.
Oh yes, yes it is.
So now, a lot of people out there are probably wondering why do. Oh, that's terrible.
Why do hogs fib?
Hey.
Exactly.
So. People are wondering why parakeets have four toes, two in the back, two in the front. And it's actually what scientists have found is that their little foot is perfectly sized to fit over the front half of a human eyeball. And that is why they are shaped the way they are, so that they can pull out an eye when the time comes.
Then the council tells them to
Yep.
Activate.
So this is just a bird that is taunting, probably. I'm going to give him like a little knapsack. I'm actually working on a larger personal project that involves birds of note that I don't know, should be out maybe in a few weeks.
Are you seriously? Is it this now written word?
Yeah, I'm committing.
You're committing because you're saying it on the internet, so therefore it's true.
Yeah.
It's video or didn't happen.
Yeah. And it'll be fun, and if you like birds, you will like it. And if you like, I don't know, like adventure, I think you will like it. And if you like pizza, I think you're gonna like it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it because it's a secret. And it's going to be big. Ooh, it's going to be so big. It's going to be big. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even I'm just hyping it up right now. You don't even know how big it's going to be. Oh, you don't even. I remember I was at a party once and there was these, they looked like students to me, art students. And they had this like big website idea, and it was a big quote unquote secret. And their whole thing they said was like, "Man, you don't even know. It's going to be so big." And it's like, "What is it?" "Well, you can't talk about, man, but it's going to be so big." And I never heard of them.
Well, maybe it is big, but you don't realize it was them.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could be.
It's such a secret that you just don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like, oh, they started Zynga, which I guess that's kind of a success.
As it's not Bing.
No, Bing is my preferred way to browse the internet.
Is it?
Yeah, I wish that I could. So we'll say this is bird 1. Hang on, I'm just gonna check. Yeah, see that? Look at that.
Okay, I see that.
Do you not like it?
Why would I not like it?
What does he want? What should I add to him real quick? These are just roughs. I'm actually
working things out.
I'm actually a much better artist than this.
So he says.
And I'm playing right now.
Yeah.
Is it? That's what we call it in the industry.
Playing around.
We're just called playing. Oh.
Yeah.
So why don't I talk a little bit about what I do for a living?
Go ahead.
So what I do for a living is I make treasure maps and sell them to potential adventurers. So I'm like I go to places where adventurers hang out, and I'm like, hey guys, check it out. I got a map to the diamond mines, and they're like, oh my god. And they'll pay me a couple $100 for the map, and then if they follow the map, they'll just end up in Culver City. So
it is a magical place.
Yeah.
So I hear.
It's nice. Could be.
It has a good radio station.
Basically, one thing, I mean, let's talk about the Los Angeles area real fast.
Must we?
I think the phrase, it could be worse, probably rings true.
And then it ends up being so.
I mean, it could be worse, right? It's not the best, but it could be worse. I think if I ever start a game company, that's going to be the name of the company. Could be worse.
You should. Because if you ever get like game reviews, well, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
That works out right there.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that, like, it could have been worse. I mean, it could have been way better, but just aim for the middle. That's all I'm
the middle's a bit high.
What do you mean?
What? The middle's still higher than low.
Yeah, but it could be worse is kind of in the middle, right?
No, because you're not rock bottom. You can be low, but you don't have to be rock bottom. When you shoot in the middle, it's like you can still.
So
that's my idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Could be worse.
That's gonna be your new saying now. That's what you're gonna say on Xbox.
Yeah, basically everything nowadays could be worse.
Yeah, well, give it time.
Video games could be worse. But huh?
I'm drawing a bear.
Oh, Amber's drawing a bear.
You did it again.
I said Shadow Walker Inc.
That's all right. It's not like my name's not out there. Pussy.
Oh. So, what? Yeah, this tablet is way laggy right now, and it's ruining everything.
Is this your new one?
Yeah, this is the new. It's not the tablet though. It's just
the tablet to program ratio.
Yeah, that, and I think the broadcast thing might be lagging it a bit.
Go ahead. Blame the broadcast.
I'm just saying.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Just make a channel. Could be worse.
Could be worse. Yeah.
Be honest.
Look at what I'm drawing.
It is the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, check this out.
And I knew what it was. Aw.
Barely.
What?
You're like, is that Legend of Zelda's?
Legend of Zelda's.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm selling a Moblin sticker right now. So if you go onto my Tumblr, which I won't tell you, but you should look it up and buy it. HOWDOG actually vegetable9.com. You can buy like, I don't know, 30 to 40 Moblin stickers.
Yeah.
And if you're at a wake,
no.
You can hand them out to people as some sort of consolation that.
That's horrible.
Like, hey, your uncle has passed on, but guess what? Everybody gets Moblin stickers. And Moblin being from Legend of Zelda. I don't know if...
You shouldn't tell them where it comes from, because if they're not a real game, they don't know.
Yeah, well, sometimes people get confused.
Have a Moblin.
Moblins are not... From what I'm finding out, is that nobody likes Moblins.
Oh, they know what a Moblin is. They just don't realize what it is.
Oh, so anyway.
Whatever.
I've been watching a lot of Enterprise lately, and Shadow Walker likes it when I sing the theme song to
Oh God, no! Horrible.
No, it's so
Horrible.
good.
It's the worst song ever.
It's been a long road
Oh Jesus.
of getting from there to here.
See, now they probably just turned off the whole video just because of that song. That horrible, horrendous song.
It's been a long road of getting from there to here. It's been a long road, and our time is finally here.
Run far, far away.
My dad is making warp engines, and we will go into space. And I'm not gonna come down no more. No, I'm not gonna come down no more.
So he's had like 3 Coronas, and he's only gonna get worse.
It's the faith of the stars. No one's ever gonna take them.
Oh my goodness. That's horrible.
I believe I can say whatever I want to.
Oh no, you can't. Oh, thank goodness you can't. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I remembered it much worse, and I'm rewatching it, and
it's still worse. Still worse.
The song is terrible.
The song is terrible.
But the show isn't as bad.
Oh, it's bad.
So far, I'm in season 4, and I'm like, there's some parts of it that were unpleasant.
It's all unpleasant. Oh my goodness. See, if you ever have a reboot, that should have been rebooted. And they need to go back and reboot it. I know there's a joke about like, oh, we've done rebooted Kirk, so we're gonna reboot Picard and everybody else. It's like, no, they need to reboot that one.
I don't think so.
Why does it look like a Pokemon?
Because it's a Pokemon version of it's called like NC. Oh wait, what's the NCC?
Amon.
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
I don't know.
Is its eyes are going to be the warp nacelles?
I could. I thought the eye was here, and like.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah, that's his eye, Amon, and like he has these like little smilers off to the side.
Like that one episode with Picard with the what was it? That exploded. He was drawing the happy face in the smoke.
Yeah.
And the time froze, and he was freaking out and laughing. That's what those.
Well, yeah, the one episode which I could look up, but I don't.
Lazy.
Yeah.
We're all lazy. It's all right.
We're all lazy, and my computer's running laggy.
I'm sure someone will write in the comments if they actually are watching this. Be like, oh, it was episode whatever number, and he's drawing this and this particular whatever, and yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because we're not insane fans. We just remember weird crap about the show, and we like it, but we can't remember full-on details.
I'm an insane.
Well, your photo with your particular, well, he wasn't really a captain so much.
Who?
You know who?
Oh, Cisco? Yeah, he was a captain.
Was he a captain? Because can you really be a captain of a space station?
Yeah. He was the captain of the Defiant.
That is true. That was later, though. But your photo with him.
I don't know how their shirts look.
Oh, they got, the little lapel thing. you know, the black on the top on the shoulders.
Yeah.
And it comes around like here.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's more like.
Yeah. So your photo with Cisco shows that you are a crazy fan.
Yeah,
and the fact that he's not even looking at you in the photo or looking forward, he's looking at some random person in line that
he was looking into
somebody else's
probably
eyes.
The future, and Avery Brooks saw that he would be my friend.
You still got to get that sign.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't want him to sign it.
You wanted him to sign it last time, but he had to cancel.
Yeah, I was also.
He wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Jake, I have poisoned my jambalaya. And he's like, Father, why did you poison your own jambalaya? And he's like, I don't know.
You should have still had Jake sign it. That would have been fun.
Sometimes a man. Oh, this is a really well-drawn hand. Here, let me fix Jesus. Sometimes a man has to take the poison. And that's how it goes. I don't like his mood either.
You don't like
no.
So is it the eyebrows? Was it the eyebrows?
How does their pants look?
They're black.
Like there's this thing that goes down like this.
On the side.
On the side.
Yes.
And then it's
then you
like
have the color in the front.
That,
and then
right?
And then the pants are just black.
They're black.
They're black.
Okay.
And yeah.
So
surprised not like drawing Riker in or Worf.
Because first off, when we met Riker, he was very mean to us.
No, he was not. That was LaForge.
Oh yeah, LeVar Burton was kind of he had a little bit of an attitude.
Well, granted, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about because I swear I'm partly like autistic with certain words and phrases and commands because I'm very literal, and he was telling me to do something with a shirt while I was trying to get it signed, and I was dragging on too long, and he got probably quite pissed off at me being stupid.
No, there was no. I mean, come on. It's like you're paying him money.
Yeah, but it's at a convention where he has to deal with people.
There wasn't even. Hey.
What?
There wasn't even a line. There wasn't even a line of people, and he's all, you guys are stupid.
Nah, he didn't tell us.
I wish I could meet you guys out in the parking lot, and I'd hit you.
Oh.
And we're like, geez, is that really the case? And he's like, no, I'm just fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Again, LeVar Burton does not sound like that, and he did not say that.
Well, somebody said it.
Yeah, you freaking hog.
Hey!
Hey, I didn't cuss.
Well,
I called you a hog, though.
You shouldn't use bad words.
I didn't use a bad word. Hog is not a bad word.
So anyway, going back to the topic there's this episode where the Romulans, they have a black hole in their ship that's powering it using black hole power.
And this is going back to Enterprise, right?
What? No, we're talking about the one episode that I'm drawing right now.
Oh, yeah.
So the Romulans, because they were a bunch of screw-ups, they were like, oh, I think it'll be a wise idea to create suction power in our ship using a black hole. But it really screws with everything, and like it starts screwing with time. And so Patrick Stewart, not Jean-Luc, he was playing himself. He saw this little cloud of frozen time, or exhaust that got frozen in time, and he thought it was clever to draw a little smiley face in it. So, and he thought it was the funniest thing. So he's like, ha, 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 no. And that's pretty much how it went.
More or less.
More or less. Could have been worse.
It's so hard for me to talk.
Why?
Well, my sinus infection. I still sound like I'm pronouncing things weird. I can't talk at all.
It's all right. I can't talk.
Oh, I know that.
Hey! Jesus, he looks like he's gumming it.
I've seen you do way better with John Luke.
Well, it's the tablet's fault.
Uh-huh. You just have a stern look on it. Oh, well, you're having him draw. So I'm not happy with it.
What, is it like that?
Yeah, he's like,
No.
Taking my own work, it's not good.
Oh, my hand is drawn so poorly, Riker. May I put it in your bum-bum?
But still gotta finish that picture.
Yeah, I drew this relatively okay picture of Jean-Luc jump kicking Riker in the head.
As he's falling backwards with his, what, phaser? Is one he, like, phaser hand or something?
Oh, yeah. So Riker isn't actually doing anything bad.
Yeah.
He's just getting kicked in the head, basically.
Kicked in the face. Because, Riker getting kicked in the face is somehow funny.
Oh, it's absolutely funny. I'd like to take a moment to say a prayer.
You should tell them that the interesting. See, I can't even talk to my nose. One more time. The interesting thing we found out about, was it Renee? Hoda?
The guy that played Odo. What was the interesting thing?
I can't remember. I found it interesting. The Last Unicorn.
Oh, right. So, yeah, the guy that played Odo in Deep Space Nine did the voice for that silly skeleton in the Last Unicorn animation, which I did not know. And
what triggered that search?
I don't know. No, not really.
Remember I was telling you he was doing some voice acting for that one game?
Yes.
And he thought the writing was, like, actually pretty good for a video game.
Yeah.
I forget what video game.
Oh, yeah. It was like Mario?
Nah.
I don't remember. It might have been Skyrim or something.
No, it was like something 3.
Dragon Age?
Maybe something like that.
I don't know.
But we had to look up what other voice acting he's done, but he's done like so much voice acting.
Yeah, there's a lot of actors out there that have done probably too much voice acting to where we need to legislate it so that they don't anymore, because we just want things that could have been worse, not things of quality.
Well, you have all them doing the voice acting for the gargoyles for Disney.
Who?
The Next Generation people, pretty much. Except, I don't think Patrick Stewart did any of it, but like everybody else was like on it.
Yeah.
It's like he had better things to do, thankfully.
Who?
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I mean, come on, he's not gonna. They're like, hey, we have a cartoon named Gargoyles. Do you want to be in it, Patrick? He's like, oh, dear bloody hell, no, I don't. And they're like, but it's actually good. And he's like, I don't care.
Ended up not being so good.
Does it have Riker in it?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, Jonathan Frakes is in it. And he's like, but Jonathan isn't Rika. Excuse me. Riker's Rika. They're like, you know what? The old tooth.
What?
And then I just imagine like whoever was the director of Gargoyles picked him up by his collar. He's like, you know what? He's like, I don't respect you. And he's like, oh, help, Rika. And then he put him down and then he drove off, is what I suspect.
That was the worst story.
Yeah. Well, could have been worse. Am I right?
I don't think that one could have been worse. That was pretty bad. That was a 10 out of 10.
Now, I was confused. Like, the dude, the magician in Last Unicorn, was he getting...
Schmendrick.
Yeah. Was he getting a bone over the unicorn?
What?
Wasn't he all, like, hot and bothered by the unicorn?
No, that was, oh, God. Like his name's on the tip of my brain. No, that was the son.
Who is the son?
The son of the king. King Lear? Was it King Lear? Or maybe no, the guy's name was Lear. I think the guy that was in love with the unicorn, his name was Lear.
Oh. Yeah, he had some kind of weird, like, bestiality thing. And
he didn't know it was a unicorn.
Oh, he did. And, like, after the fact.
You're after the fact.
I was like, Mom, I don't think this is appropriate content for me. Because I don't...
He didn't do anything with her.
I'm not really a big believer in bestiality.
But you are a believer. You're just a minor believer.
I respect its existence.
Do you?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
No.
But
this is where it gets weird, folks.
Here's a story. So.
Oh no! We do not have stories about this.
No. It's not. It has nothing to do with The Last Unicorn, but or anything regarding animals. Serious. It's clean.
It better be clean.
It's clean because this is a story about the warehouse, which was
like the music warehouse?
Yes, the one that you can rent movies at.
Okay. I'm hoping you two would be.
So my mom went there once. This is when like renting movies and VHS things were
renting movies and renting video games.
No, video games weren't even at the warehouse. This is like when the warehouse first like blew the doors off of everyone.
It was still relevant at the time.
So this is like when it first opened in Fresno, which is basically like ground zero for culture in our world.
Fresno?
Yeah, no.
Really, Fresno? Fresno. All right.
Anyway.
It's a story.
So this is when video rentals were kind of a new thing. I don't think he had pupils, did he?
No.
Oh,
he didn't have pupils till the end, and those were the red lights because he got pissed off.
Oh yeah, he got mad. Anyway,
yeah.
So the warehouse was like this, and renting videos was like a new big deal. And so my mom went there, and she's like, I need some movies that are appropriate for a child. Mm-hmm. And the guy, and she picked some out. No, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you are.
She picked out some videos, and she went to the cashier, the checkout guy, and She's like, I have children, and are these videos okay and appropriate for children of their age? And a guy like looks at it, and one of them's like Conan the Barbarian, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. And it's cool because I got to watch Conan, even though it was like wild.
Conan, it's
Conan the Barbarian.
Conan, like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, no, the Barbarian. The one where he goes into the tent and like with the lady, and she's like, "Oh, look at how beautiful I am," and he's like,
yeah.
And then like ghosts come out of her face, and he runs away.
Yeah. So you got to watch it, sort of.
Here, this is gonna be like what he's saying. He's gonna say, "The fuck." No buzz. Because he's a skeleton, stupid.
Now he remembers the flavor, boy.
He doesn't remember shit because he can't taste it.
You're supposed to be like PC here. You're like being so violent.
I'm getting some blue language in here.
Blue?
Because we need to bring up the energy a little.
Oh.
So Amber is drawing a bear and a woman.
With a bear.
With a bear.
Yes. A demon-y woman with a bear.
Yeah, it's way better than anything I've done, but
you can't watch it because you have to put up with the nonsense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not sorry. Anyway. So yeah, anyway, she rented these videotapes that were inappropriate for a child of my age, but...
How old were you?
I was in elementary school. It wasn't that bad.
I watched that stuff when I was in elementary school.
Yeah, but we were religious.
Yeah, your family was. Mine wasn't. Mine was like, here, watch this.
Yeah, and I mean, it was still cool. I was just like, oh my God, they cut off his mother's head.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, oh dear, you can't watch this. And I'm like, the hell I'm not. I already got through the ghost sex. So why can't I close it out at this point?
Yeah.
It was fine. But yeah, the moral is don't listen to video store men from the warehouse.
Well, he probably thought you were like older, or you know.
Whatever.
Something.
Maybe he was just a bad man.
Maybe. So you're saying my parents are bad people?
No, he was probably like, oh man, that kid's gonna love this movie, and he's like, yeah, I know there's a lot of like
violence,
a lot of
nudity,
crazy ghost sex and stuff in it, but it's all worth it.
Yeah, now it's so tame compared to
it's literally
stuff they throw at you like freaking Twilight. I'm so glad I'm one of these people who've never seen it or read the book.
Is Twilight not tame? I've never seen it.
It's stupid. It's oh my God. I haven't read it, just like I won't read 50 Shades of Grey, but it's just like dumbing down your IQ.
I like it.
You've read it?
I want to so bad. No, but we had the discussion the other day. I brought up the hypothetical
of you reading it.
No, the hypothetical was if the makers of
what?
Twilight, the movie the producers came to you and they're like, we really want you to be in this film. We'll give you $1 million. You would turn that down, apparently.
Yes, I would turn that down because I actually have scruples. I
would take the $1 million and be in it.
Yeah, Well, I mean, just video alone should say, yeah, you would be in it.
Oh, I totally like. I have no love of the property. I'm not interested in it. But if they're gonna drop $1 million bucks in your lap for it, why not?
Yeah, no.
Then, like, I might get noticed, and I might be a part of like a Smokey and the Bandit reboot. It's gonna be dark this time, guys that are listening.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there's gonna be a Smokey and the Bandit reboot, and they're going dark. Dark.
You know what you would fit better?
What?
A Quincy reboot.
Oh boy!
Because you just love those sweaters.
I love Quincy. He's a police officer that is a detective. He solves crime using forensics.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. Before all these dumb shows like CSI and the other shows that employ forensics.
The other CSI show.
Yeah. Yeah, those shows, the 5 CSIs, it's like we're led to believe that they can pull this data in like minutes, but in reality, they'll submit DNA evidence, and it takes them like 4 months to get it back.
Or it just sits in a storage locker for like 7 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Like all those poor rape kits.
Yeah.
They're just now going to test. Which kind of sucks because it's like, it's after the statute of limitations, right? So I can't even say the damn word because my nose is like,
yeah.
No, you can't breathe now.
Shadow Walker's nose is like a beached whale.
Pretty much. Trying to get air. Stupid infection.
Yeah, she has a sinus infection.
For like the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
In the last 3 years.
Could have been worse.
Yes, it could have been. Just running with that. Someone's gonna get that like .com. If it's not already a Tumblr somewhere.
I'm sure it's out there.
Already, yeah.
Probably.
Or it will be.
That's what I thought about that Dracula movie.
Which one?
The one that we went to go see.
Which one?
The Dracula one, where with
that recent one where it was like open ended and he walks off and in
the future,
the older, yeah.
Oh,
that one.
Hey, spoiler alert!
We didn't name it.
What?
We didn't name the movie.
But they're gonna figure it out.
Just one of those random things.
Yeah,
anyway.
But it was like, well, it had some stuff that was good, right? It had some stuff that was not so good. I think that my main problem with it
is that it was made.
It was just very mediocre.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's almost worse than a really bad movie. It's just very mediocre.
Like, what else other movies would be mediocre to you?
There's so many that I can't think of. I don't know. I'm still drawing this, so don't go away from your monitors.
That's what he's telling you.
I see you. I have a connection to someone's internet right now, and they're looking away.
It's me. Looking away. It's my internet.
I'm trying to think of other movies that are just like disgustingly mediocre. That just they're out there and they come out and they're not great, but they're not
You've
good.
seen more movies than me.
I'm trying to think. Well, I'm selective too, and I usually watch movies that have gotten some
acclaim.
yeah, some kind of decent review, but I'm trying to think of what was just like grossly mediocre.
See, I can't think of any because I'm very selective with my movies. But I would have to say maybe, what was it? Spider-Man 3. That was very complex.
That was, I would almost say that what Shadow Walker has stopped drawing, and I'm wondering why.
I have to have a break, and I will be back.
I can't hold this down.
Yes, you can.
Look
You've
at what
doing that. That
Look
is
at this crap.
That is not crap. That's probably better than your Picard. So.
Oh, probably.
Well, there you go.
I don't.
And you were talk about a mediocre movie. I gave you one. I'll be right back.
Okay. While she goes to the bathroom.
You don't have to announce it.
Oh.
Jeez.
While she goes to take a break, I will tell you about Spider-Man 3. I thought it was the best film ever. No, I really did. I thought it was a very solid film that had no problems with it at all. No, seriously though, I'd say that's more of a bad film in my mind because it went beyond mediocre, and it should have been a much better film than it ended up being. So yeah, I would say that falls into bad. Mediocre is where it hits this middle ground where it just becomes a forgettable mess. And I'm trying to think of some films.
You still haven't named anything?
No, I was talking about Spider-Man 3. I think that's more of a bad film rather than a mediocre film.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, guess what I saw as a visitor?
What?
Another cricket.
We're
being invaded.
Yeah.
By crickets. And, Kitty still is not eating them.
See, check this out.
Yeah, well.
Wow. These are all like kind of roughs. I normally would go back and start cleaning them up, which I probably will, and then just throw them up on my Tumblr. Which, if you've waited now for how long has this broadcast been going on?
Making my last official hill.
How do you find out how long you've been on this?
I have no idea other than I don't know. Usually I have to look on the tube because it's showing on the
what?
On the tube.
Tube?
Yeah, like the other one.
Oh.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
Responded.
Hogs on fire.
Hello, Joaquin Sotelo. I want to know what you're saying no to.
No.
Which is probably saying no to
the hogs being on fire.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting when somebody just says no.
They can do like a chat thing on here. I have no idea how to do that.
No, I found it, but I don't.
Are you sure? Because that doesn't look like a chat thing.
No, that's not it.
No.
See, we're just figuring this out.
Yeah.
This is our first time on an American computer.
Oh, lies.
I don't even know where our little broadcaster thing is. I think I might have. Hold on. We're having an issue right now.
You're an issue. So you go here. That's oh my goodness.
Here.
No,
I can go back to it.
Go for the love. See, you're on Google. That's the problem.
No,
you gotta be on.
Hold on. Okay, there's our broadcaster thing.
Right.
So look, check this out. Chat. It's already open, but
there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, leave it open.
That was my point.
Leave it open. So, I don't think anybody will go in there, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Leave the chat open.
It is open. It's just in the background.
You can leave it like this, but leave that open.
Oh, this?
So, yeah, so if anybody even does.
All right, there's a message to everyone.
Yeah, that's...
I'm trying to think.
That was via the dog.
Well, yeah, it wasn't Shadow Walker.
You're still hiding the chat.
I can't have it on top of this, I think.
Why not? It should show you. Should it not?
I won't be able to see what I'm doing.
Seriously?
Yeah, because this is delayed. Watch. Check. Where's my pen?
Check. 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, see, I can't even. I have to be on this.
Oh, I guess we can't have the chat.
Yeah. Again, our first time using an American computer.
Oh.
We're used.
I think that the problem is when I finally get Google Plus to work on my computer, and we could actually both be drawing on the computer, it'd be fine. But because Google Plus is a bit wonky when it comes to YouTube.
Exact. Oh my God.
That was horrible.
Stop making fun.
Because we used to do videos no problem, and then they made a Google Plus account for my YouTube account.
Jeez. Yeah.
When I had already made an account for it, but they didn't sync it, and they refused to sync it because I have to delete everything and start over again. I'm like, whatever.
I know. Yeah. Google's a mess now. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, and then when I use Open Broadcast, it lags. So, because I have those videos of you, me, Kalis, and Spot from Spot Gaming, and you can find Spot Gaming on YouTube.
Yeah. I go to Spot Gaming every day, and...
Do you? Do you really?
Yeah, and I breathe a sigh of relief when I get there. So...
Have you even watched any of his videos?
I've seen some of them on your thing.
Yeah, my thing, but have you actually gone and watched it on your
phone? I haven't. I don't really... The only thing I like watching on YouTube is cringe videos.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Lies.
No, serious, because they're terrible. And
yet you watch them.
Yeah, because I'm glad that I'm not there.
I thought you watched those Peely things. What is it? What's that comedy group?
Peely?
Yeah, something in Peely.
Oh, Key and Peele. Yeah, well, yeah, that, obviously.
I don't even know what they're called.
Key and Peele, they're pretty funny dudes.
Stole your idea.
Actually, yeah, that, well.
Well, you didn't have it out for the masses, but you were kind of...
Yeah, I had told Shadow Walker about this idea I had.
Some time ago.
I mean, this was quite a while ago, actually, before they had this sketch. And all of a sudden, they have this sketch which draws pretty close to the concept that, the idea that I had. And I was like, damn it, they did it first, even though I might have had the idea first.
You had plenty of time to do it, too.
And I wasted it.
Yeah, you did.
So this is the Argentinian computer that we're used to, which it has a screen here that outputs zeros and ones, and occasionally it outputs a 4.
4.
Anyway, and this is the composition button that you hit fairly readily. This is the power cable that kind of looks like an audio cable. We have to get a special adapter to plug it into our American wall socket. This is where we feed in the data cards, and once you feed in one of these punch cards, it eats it, and you don't see it again. This is the crank to keep the CPU running properly. This is what we're used to.
That's what you're used to.
This is what so we're on this Google. This is a very new American concept. We apologize, I guess.
Yeah.
And it could be worse. So.
It is worse.
Yeah, going back to mediocre movies.
Oh, jeez.
I'm trying to think of some, but honestly, I can't because I think I avoid most
crappy movies.
Not crappy movies.
Well,
mediocre.
Well, we avoid crappy movies, which could end up into sad.
Yeah. Yeah. So just be careful out there, everybody. I watched this movie I had never even heard of before called damn it.
Can't even remember. When was this?
No, it was a few weeks ago.
Was it a Netflix thing?
No, I had to find it somewhere else, and I think it was called like Cutter's Way, Cutter's War, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about this this dude, and he was like a Vietnam vet, and Jeff Bridges was in it as like Han Solo, in a way.
Okay, now I'm not believing you.
No, he wasn't actually Han Solo, but he played that type of character in it. Mm-hmm. This wasn't a sci-fi, by the way. And he's macking on like all these ladies. Well, guess what? Mm. One of the ladies ends up dead. Mm. And Jeff Bridges didn't do it. And so he gets called into the police station, and they're like, "What's up? Why'd you kill this woman?" He's like, "I didn't kill this woman." And then they let him go, I guess, because they don't think he killed her, but the killer is still on the loose. And he actually saw the killer go by or something. Anyway, so his friend, which is kind of this misfit like dude that's all pissed off about being in Vietnam, like kind of helps him and goes on this like vendetta to find the dude that actually killed this woman. And so anyway, it's kind of a mediocre movie. That was my point.
All right, all that for just it was alright.
Yeah, it was like it was on somebody's recommended list, and I was like, oh, I should check this out. And it was all right, I guess.
Because it was Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges is good. The dude that played the Vietnam guy was really good, but
just so.
Yeah, could have been worse.
It's gonna be like the same that you're just gonna say forever and beat until it's like,
no, just this episode.
Just you'll probably say it more though.
No.
Is that your Jeff Bridges?
No, this is the dude that was the crippled Vietnam man.
Oh.
That
it was starting to look like very Jeff Bridges looking.
No.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit mediocre. What's a very overrated film? Yeah, just wildly overrated. Last Unicorn?
No.
Okay.
Well, there's quite a bit. It old or new?
Either.
I think in my circles, the most overrated film, and some people will be angry with me, is Akira. It's good. It's something you should watch. But
I kind of agree, actually.
It's overly, it's pushed like, oh, this is the movie.
Yeah.
This is what says anime movie all over it. This is, and I'm like, no.
I actually kind of agree. I mean, Akira's fine. And it's a good movie. I don't know if it's the end all be all of animes ever. But yeah, I think it is kind of a little bit overrated. It's not like, oh man, I just gotta pop this in and watch it real quick.
Yeah. It's what The Matrix is turning into.
Oh, The Matrix.
It's good, but I can't watch it as much as some people. It's gonna be turning into that movie. Of like, okay, I get it, but really, do we need to watch it 20 times this week?
Yeah. I think Akira's a little overrated.
Just a little.
Just a little overrated. Little.
It's just because we've gone so far into movies and techniques and styles and everything that it's like, okay, enough is enough.
I just think it was a lot of fun.
At the time.
Nobody got hurt. You know, and that's another thing to consider is at the time Akira was like, oh, whoa. But a lot of the stuff you see in it isn't all that,
great.
I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's just you see it a lot of those things a lot more often.
Yeah, it's like going back and rewatching, what is it? Jurassic Park. It's like, at the time, it was great, but now you look at it and it's like,
It's the perfect film. I don't know what you're talking about. And they're going to have a new one.
Yeah, they are going to have a new one.
Starring Chevy Chase as
Han Solo.
So I'm drawing this picture of the guy from the movie, even though it looks absolutely nothing like the guy from the movie. But
it's just Jeff Bridges.
It's just to get it's not even Jeff. It's just to give you a little impression of a very vague impression of what to expect.
If they even watch the movie.
Yeah, which I don't know. If you can watch it for free, maybe wait until you're really bored. Oh, but at the end of the movie, this guy, the Vietnam vet, he rides a horse like through the window of some rich dude's house. Like I swear to God, a horse breaks through the window. The horse dies, and he dies. And the rich guy that was actually the killer is just like standing there like, holy shit, I don't believe what just happened.
He did nothing for nothing.
No, I mean, and then Jeff Bridges was there and he's like, it's okay, buddy. I'll kill him for you. And he put the gun in this guy's hand and killed the rich dude, the evil rich dude, for him. I don't know.
So you pretty much just spoiled the whole movie.
Yeah, spoiler alert, everyone that might watch Cutter's Way. Again, if you're super bored and you want to get through a whole movie before you see a vet ride a horse through somebody's window, then it's where to be.
They're finding it on Netflix and just skip to that part.
Yeah, it's not on Netflix. I checked Netflix. It's not on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
I checked.
All right.
I checked.
All right. Mm-hmm.
So the moral of the story is movie recommendations are worthless. It wasn't.
So you're saying that you're recommending them not see it, but because your recommendation is worthless, that they should probably go see it.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. I don't even care.
Pretty much. You don't care. Because that's why you're hot.
Don't call me a name.
I call you a name all the time.
How about that?
That's why you're hot. So.
All right.
Anyway.
So, what's next?
What's next?
I don't know. I'm at a loss as to. I'm at a loss. That's all.
You're at a loss for a loss.
So getting back to birds.
Should round it off and then
What?
Bird to bird.
Bird to bird?
Yeah.
Are we wrapping up?
It's probably been a while. We probably bored them to tears and we're like, stop.
Probably.
So
but
probably best that we do.
It's still more interesting than Cutter's Way. Honestly. Oh, we watched W last night, the Oliver Stone film.
Yes.
It was kind of a weird film. I don't know what I felt about it.
It was a random film, just to make you think, even if you don't like.
I liked it. It just seemed very. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it really.
It was an It
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, that is just weird.
So the thing about birds.
Yes.
Is that they're out there. They need
your demise.
They need attention. They need to be purchased from pet stores and brought into your home life because they need someone to watch. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. What do you want to say about birds?
They're loud and obnoxious.
I don't think that's true.
And they poop everywhere.
Yeah. Well, they have now. Birds, on the other hand, have their digestive system is basically this. So let's take this. This is. I'm going to kind of draw this out a little bit. Just a little bit. So the bird, they have kind of from their mouth. This is kind of going into their body. This tube that makes its way down to the their gut processor, and in their gut processor, it's like a little factory. There's actually a smokestack right there, and the smoke from the food goes up into their cranial zone here. Oops. Which makes them absolutely insane. So this is a factory, if you could imagine, a lot of conveyor belts and sprockets and machines. There's just a lot of machines and nonsense, a lot of gears and pulleys and things going on inside the gut, processing it, turning it into bird energy. And then ultimately, that leads out the waste chute, and you'll see these little things, and then burst out the bottom. Out the bottom. So
they get everywhere.
Yeah. So it's basically like a stink factory. It's a lot of fun. Nobody gets hurt. And yeah. So I'm gonna check and see if everybody's asking questions about birds. No, nobody asked a question about a bird. All right.
Yeah, because there's nobody there.
It's all right. One day they're gonna watch this. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I wasn't there for the first broadcast."
They won't be there for the.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel so bad.
They're like so random.
What?
They're so random that. You know. Why would anybody be there watching?
Oh, it's all right. They'll one day, 100 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Why wasn't I there?"
Mm-hmm.
So.
As YouTube will be irrelevant.
Yeah. They're gonna have a new site called like Bonesaw. That's where everybody goes.
Yeah.
So here's a little pizza for everybody to think about. As we wrap it up, we have a kitten on the way. I'm kind of out of power at this point.
Yeah.
How about you, Chief?
Yeah, I think it's good.
You seem like your energy is winding down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right, enough of that.
Enough of that. Enough of this. Just think of what should we leave with a going away thought?
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. I think that is it, right? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this American computer. All right. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody.
And it could have been worse.
And it could have been worse. End communication. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It still says lock.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's nonsense. Okay.
You said continue.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Hold on. We're going to end. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It could have been worse.